Morning, how you guys doing today? So again, as always, out in the morning walking the dog, and today I want to sort of talk about the real estate crash 2.0. I do my best to stay on topic with what's going on in real estate. Obviously, try to give back to you what sort of what I'm thinking based on my experience. And I think probably one of the most common things talked about out there in real estate right now is the real estate crash 2.0. I think there's a general feeling that this real estate slowdown that I've been talking about is just going to turn into the next crash. And I'll just come right out and say it. I don't think there's a real estate crash coming, right? And if we talk about a crash, what does that mean? Let's a crash last time, right? Prices went down by 50, 60, 70% in some market. I don't see anything going down nearly that much. I think maybe some high-priced markets could see double-digit declines, but I just don't see a crash. So let's at least share with you why I think that, so you can check with me on my logic. Let me know in the comments below if I'm missing anything. One of the things I do these videos for is I want to put my thoughts out there so that other people can disagree with me or agree, right? Everything makes us better, right? So let's just keep the dialogue going. So why no crash? So my experience from the crash last time was it really started accelerating to the downside when two factors happened. First and foremost, buyers disappeared. Buyers disappeared for lots of reasons, right? There was general fear out there. And the fear was palpable, right? I mean, CNBC and all these other Wall Street journals were showing videos of, high-paying jobs at Bear Stearns and others sort of walking out with their boxes, and it was very emotional, right? Because we could all put ourselves in that situation. I don't see that happening now. In fact, job markets are the strongest, since I've been alive. Anyway, I guess maybe in the '60s it was a little stronger. Maybe, I don't know. But anyways, I just don't see that kind of fear out there. Then there is, so it's not only the buyers disappear, but then the sellers, right? There was lots of motivated sellers. During the last crash, those sellers were obviously banks in most cases. There were some owners, but mainly banks, and they just kept piling up. I just don't see the same trend today, right? I don't see a wave of forced sellers coming. Now, don't get me wrong. There's absolutely some flippers who are going to be in bad shape. There's absolutely some private money guys that are going to be in bad shape. So there will be some forced sales, and there'll probably be some discounting on them because that's just what happens when you have to get out. You got to sort of take whatever price there is. But I don't see that huge wave, right? The last time we did this, the supply was probably 10 to 1, 15 to 1. I mean, it was, having invested through that and been active during the crash, it was easy to find stuff, frankly, because there were no buyers and there was always more sellers coming on the market. And I just don't see that. Then there's just some other realities that make today different. All of my research shows that most of the financing that's been done to date, people that have 3s and 4s on their interest rate, 30-year interest rate, they're comfortable, right? There's no reason for them to sell. They're still employed. They're still, writing the checks to pay the bills. But really what that does to me is that prevents more buyers, right? There's not a lot of reasons to move up today, right? Let me just, take a real world example, right? If you live in your house today and you have a $500,000 mortgage or a $200,000 mortgage, it doesn't matter. And, you want to go move into a house that's 50% bigger. What does that mean? Let's just use the 200K example. Let's just say the house you want is 350. And, you could sell your house for 200 grand. Well, if you want to do that, great, even if you can qualify, but what happens? First off, your new mortgage rate, where you maybe had a 3.875 at 200K, you're now going to go get a 6.12, mortgage rate on an extra 100 grand in mortgages. So your payment probably doubles. It might even go up 150%. So I think there's a lot of people that aren't going to move, right? They're going to choose to remodel or do whatever they can. So I don't think there's going to be move-up buyers for years to come. I think that market is not in great shape. Right? That's why I think builders need to start building affordable and first-time owner stuff, because the whole move-up buyers that they build for, not going to happen. At least not in the numbers that they're expecting, or not in the numbers that historically are out there. So, in the end, I don't see a market crash. I see a slow leak. I do see properties that are 2x the median being in big trouble. If there is a part of the market that's going to get in trouble, it's the top. Right? So I think anything 2x the median is certainly in trouble. It's not where I would be buying today. I think if you are looking to buy in that market, you've got, you wait 6 months, it'll be cheaper. Because I think there's an oversupply of that stuff and not enough buyers. I think it's a great time to be buying affordable housing because that housing stock's disappearing. Rental rates are going up left and right. I think there's going to be more renters as people decide not to buy. So I'm excited about what's going on in the market. So again, I don't see a crash coming. It doesn't feel like it's set up. There'll be a slow leak. It'll be some softening. There is some trouble in the high end, right? 2x the median. That could see some double-digit drops. But in the end, no housing crash 2.0. So I hope that makes sense. If you disagree with me, leave a comment below. I'd love to see what I'm missing. And have a great day.